He was arraigned on March 2nd. I'm now sitting here a month later and no discovery's been picked up. Nobody's working on his case. Counsel, that's not how law is practiced. You all right?
Floor's uneven already.
For calls the case of people versus to Cory Jones. Basis.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Edward Lucas on behalf of Cory Jones in 1318.
Good afternoon, Judge James Murray, P 5490, appearing on behalf of Mr. Jones on the subsequent matter.
All right, what are we doing?
Now, today,
Your motion.
great. This is the time for my motion to withdraw. First of all, I want to apologize for inconvenience of court. If so, I have talked to mom. Well, actually, I was in contact with Mr. Jones's mother for a matter that brother counsel is on now. They were saying me on such matter. In the middle of negotiations for such case, he was arraigned on this new matter. In the rush and the haste of attempting to get off that case to make sure the arraignment went successful, failed to put limited on my appearance for the arraignment purposes. And after discussions with mom, she had decided to go in a different direction. So with that being said, I would ask that my motion.
Oh, but your motion says that the relationship between you and Mr. Jones broke down.
Correct.
Okay, but that's not what you just told me.
So to flesh it out more, I was speaking to Mr. Jones on behalf through his mother. His mother was the one who went through everything. His mother reached out to me. His mother kind of did all the contacts. Mr. Jones has been incarcerated in Washington so far.
I know, but I'm trying to figure out what's the basis of your motion to withdraw.
The basis of the motion is that I was engaged by Mr. Jones's mother prior to the arraignment. Was never what I actually. She does not want to proceed with me as counsel.
Why didn't you say that in the motion? I guess because all this has done is delay Mr. Jones's matter. I just
Understood, Your Honor. I do apologize for the inconvenience.
well, it's not just apologizing to me, it's Mr. Jones. I mean, I'm trying to he's got a right to have his matter proceed forth, and now Mr. Jones, what do you want me to do? You know? My Lord. Yeah. Grab that motion. Yes, Senator.
Yes.
Mr. Jerkins, on your matter, what are you doing?
Your Honor, I sort of the tail, the other case is sort of controlling. I'd be asking for an adjournment to follow that case. My case is a fleeing matter. The other matter
I'm sorry.
is that just a fleeing case?
Yeah, but you don't have to take the baby out. That's what you're trying to do. I like hearing babies more than I do attorney. You're all right. Okay. Thank you though for having that consideration. You're good.
And I believe it's a 15-year max on one of the felonies in the other matter. So I think that I don't have that report. I don't know much about it at this time.
Has the discovery been settled? I mean, where is his case at this point?
I have not received discovery on this matter.
Pardon?
I have not received discovery on this matter.
While in our office, I do have the discovery in our file media. But I'm not sure.
He was arraigned on March 2nd. And so nobody's been working on his case since?
The arraignment for, let me just clarify, for the case ending in.
The one you entered an appearance on. He was arraigned on March 2nd. I'm now sitting here a month later and no discovery's been picked up. Nobody's working on his case. Counsel, that's not how law is practiced. Ever. And certainly not here in Washington County. If you were going to withdraw, then you go ahead and you get the evidence. At least then when new counsel steps in, you can turn it over to them. But you don't do this way. You don't do this to Mr. Jones. Have you ever talked to Mr. Jones?
Not directly.
Then why did you lie in your motion?
When I spoke to his mother, she indicated she
Do
represents.
you have a copy of your motion? Look at paragraph 2.
Okay, I'm here.
Read it out loud. What does it say?
It states that there's been a breakdown of communication between Attorney James Murray and
How is there going to be a breakdown if you never talked to him?
Your Honor, from my perspective, I was speaking to his mother. Expressed Mr. Jones's wishes. I should have outlined that in my motion after discussing that.
Meaning you should have told the truth and had full candor to the court is what you should have had.
I'm explaining exactly what happened right now on the record. I was never attempting to mislead the court. I was speaking to.
No, you did mislead this court. You are making me, when I look at this motion, it appears that what has gone on is you and Mr. Jones are having communication, and for whatever reason, there becomes this irreconcilable thing between the two of you where you can't represent him. That's not it.
If I could put a
You
minute,
never talked to him. And now he's a month out from the time that he's arraigned, and you never talked to him. You shouldn't practice criminal defense anywhere. Because your primary obligation is to your client, not his family, to him. Mr. Jones, what do you want me to do? It's your case, it's your life. What do you want me to do?
What do you mean? Like, as far as what?
An attorney. I know you got Mr. Drukas on that one, but do you want him representing you? For you, Mr. Jones, I'm going to grant the motion to allow him to withdraw because he hasn't done a darn thing for you. Don't come back into this county until you're ready to practice like you should practice. Goodbye.
good day to you and your stuff.
Goodbye. I dare you to slam that door. I'm calm. I'm good. This Gaines, on this case, I think he stepped in or did whatever he did, but I don't think the PD was ever appointed. And I don't know. I mean, I want to get his case moving along because if
If the public defenders is appointed, we can get that discovery over to them. So it was such an appearance for everyone. Get that over to them public stairs tomorrow, that would be. Hard document, police court, media, not one or all the files.
all in, okay. And
We could adjourn
the
it
only
when
thing
we,
that I'm worried about is you're on this other case
I'm on the other,
because of a conflict with the PD,
correct.
right? I'm just trying to make sure, is there going to be the same conflict? Because then we can try to skip that step. I mean, it sounds crazy, but skip that step to get somebody appointed that's going to represent him and talk to him about the case he's on.
Let me see if I can shepherd you.
Okay.
Cory Jones?
Oh, bring the baby back. See, that's upset. He took the only person I liked in the courtroom out. What, are you worried that she's talking too loud? Are you? Don't really, I'm serious. Don't worry about it. If she's got something to say, well, I'm going to let her say it and we'll just all wait.
Nicholas.
All right, Mr. Jones. Okay.
Are they down in the back office? 'Cause I think if they have a conflict, they have to figure out some way to do that and then get.
Typically comes.
Right, yeah, exactly, but I think what I need to do is appoint the PD first, then get the order withdrawal and appointing you, since I don't do the appointment, but. Okay, tell them, are they hearing it? They probably, I don't have them on.
No, they're not.
Can you let them know that on Mr. Jones' case that. And tell them which one it is, and that Mr. Drukas has his other case. And we're not sure whether the PD has a conflict. Mr. Jones, I apologize to you. This is not the way it's supposed to happen, but I didn't do it, but we're gonna try to make it as right as we can, all right? I can see. I can see that.
Based on Mr. Gaddy's look, I think we will likely have a conflict on this matter.
On this one,
Yes.
okay, then the approval chain to appoint counsel for him. Can you do that, Ms. Gaines? Can do that? Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. This is gonna sound really weird. But I'm going to appoint the public defender. The public defender will then have a conflict. I then need an order from the MAC office.
I can,
And maybe I don't have to wait for the paperwork. Can you ask them that if the PD has a conflict, which it looks like they do, they'll get that? Will they be appointing Mr. Drukas? Because then I can proceed with this matter and we can go and we'll just follow up on the paperwork.
Mr. Drews, wanting to make sure that discovery gets to them tomorrow.
I'd ask for the week adjournment so I can review discovery if it does come to
See
me,
where-
and then we can come.
And I just can't appoint you myself.
Yeah.
And so I have to wait from a verification from them that that's what they're gonna do. To who? She doesn't have an answer yet. She should have an answer already. Type in this. Judge wants to know what's taking so long. Well, I think here's what I'll do. Since it's a PD case at this point, I'm just going to adjourn both cases out to the 9th. We'll just make sure to follow up today with all of the paperwork. Okay, on that. So I'll adjourn both cases, probable cause conference, April 9th, 2026, 9 a.m. Bond will continue in both cases. All right, Mr. Jones, you understand kind of what's going on?
Yeah.
Got it. So one of two things will happen. It's likely that there's a conflict there, and so that you'll have Mr. Drukas in both of your cases. Okay. If not, worst case scenario, you'll have Mr. Drukas, you'll have the public defender on your case. But you got an attorney that's going to represent you. Okay. All right. We'll see you next week.
The council was wanting to send a appearance to us, so we know who to send it to tomorrow.
Right. Okay. They'll make sure. All right. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
That's it.
Miss Barth, Miss Barth,
Out an RV
please
to us.
stop talking, Miss Barth. Is Kristen Stedham, William Barta?
This is Tamara, Your Honor.
Yeah, here, William's on his way.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes, I remember you all from last week.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, let's see. So did you move?
We just finished. I spoke to Mr. Charles, and let him know that we would be outside those gates, outside that gate, by the time it was Zoom court. So everything's outside the gate as of right now. He said that was fine. He was trusting us as long as it was outside the gate. I'm sorry, I didn't get to speak to Miss Tammy. My phone was about to die. But I'm now informed though that Mr. Charles is actually the new owner of the property. That's why we drove by and we spoke to him.
But the process of him taking back over the land has not gone through yet. However, the agreement was y'all to be out last night. Y'all were not out last night. And I'm asking the courts to go ahead and put the eviction on the record because of all the stress that I've had to go through. And I still have to get safety and the constables out here to make sure that no one is on the property.
To be out by the 7th, we're out by the 7th. And
Is there-
actually, two to 4 days ago, the property has been transferred to him. And I don't have your phone number. My phone broke. So if I could have contacted you, I would have. Miss Judith apparently has been sick. So she was out of pocket. So I had no way of getting your phone number.
Okay,
But we
so Miss Tamara, are you out there right now on the property?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, is everybody off of the property? Or out of there?
I'm at the next door neighbors. I have not walked back there. Mr. Malvin drove by there and as of 8:30, they were not out of the property yet. I'm not sure if I'm comfortable with their stuff just at the front of the gate, ma'am. They've had 30 days to move everything off and they're still out there. So
Well,
I
we
mean,
technically
what-
didn't have to acknowledge the 30 days. So we weren't arguing with that. We were getting that because we're not trying to argue with you. And
how long is it going to take them to remove their stuff?
So we
Because I
have-
have a cleanup crew coming out and I'm going to clean up
And
the
my phone
property
was
with,
about to die, so I needed to come and charge it because you cut off the electricity, the utilities 3 months ago, which I did nothing about. So there has to be a little leeway and a little wiggle room. I know that you're frustrated with the situation. However, what happened in regards to the property and your husband is not our fault. And we've been more than willing to work with you, Miss Tammy, and you all know that.
You all should have been out.
yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, that is correct. However, with the rain, it was hard to move everything out. And unfortunately, I was ill. I do apologize. I suffered from manic depression and I had a bout of depression. So my husband was moving everything out. That is my fault. That's not an excuse. But yes, ma'am, we were.
Your Honor, how long do I have to wait in order for their stuff to be removed from the front of the property? Because I'm going to throw it in the
Okay,
roll off.
hold on 1 second. Everyone stop. Miss Barth, when are you moving that stuff out?
As soon as I'm done with Zoom court, because I needed to come to the Mexican restaurant to charge my phone, so I didn't miss it. I will head back to the spot, the property, which is about a 2-minute walk, and we will move everything to the next door neighbor. It's outside of the gate by the street, which is public property.
But when are you gonna move it out of the neighborhood? Like, where are you going? Do you have a plan?
No, we don't have a plan. This was supposed to be, outreach never came and spoke with us. Haven for Hope is at capacity. The women are sleeping on the floor. They're not even taking new members right now. I didn't even get the letter in the mail. Somebody checked the mail and threw the letter. I didn't get it until this morning, actually. I found it on the floor wet. But I'm from this area. I live in this area. I used to have a house just right down the road on Rigsby on Christian. My kids go to school here and everything. This homelessness is just a temporary thing. This is not us.
Your Honor,
No, don't. Leave it
Okay.
alone. It's fine. She'll do what's best.
Okay, so do you have a truck? Do you have any kind of friends that are gonna help you move this stuff?
I've contacted 3 people, but my phone was about to die. So as soon as we are off of Zoom court and I walk back to ensure that one way or another, I'm going to keep moving our stuff. It's in shopping carts and we can pull 3 at a time. There's 6 out there.
But
We
where
can
are
move
you
the people
taking
to our-
this? I mean, where are you taking it?
We're not sure at this point. We can probably keep a couple at the next door neighbor, which is our friend we've known for years. He had no problem storing some of our stuff for us so it doesn't get trashed. And then I will also call my son's father. I've called 2 other people. They're unavailable and see if he can help. Where we're going to go, I don't know, Your Honor. If I had another place to go, I most definitely would, because this is not the life.
And where's your family? Do you have family anywhere? Do you have family?
Waiting for my birthday, the year before last. My dad passed away 3 months later, and that's the only family I had.
You don't have any siblings or anywhere that you can go?
I have one half brother who does not speak to me because my mother disowns me. Because I
Okay.
chose to live and speak with my father. So when my father and my stepmother passed away this past year, I don't have anybody.
All right.
My biggest supporter is actually my son's
What all
father.
do you have to get off of the property?
Everything's off of the property. Everything of ours is off the property and in shopping carts and outside the gate.
What I'm going to do is reset this for the morning because I'm here in the morning. I want all that stuff away from Miss Tamara's property, from her fence line, from the front of her house, from everything. I want it out, off.
So we're not even allowed to store it at the neighbors, which is our friend, John.
If he wants to put it in his garage or whatever, but you can't have it, you know, I mean, they can call code compliance and they can go and
That's
throw it
what's
all in the
already
trash.
happening, Your Honor. Their code compliance is threatening to fine me $25,000 already.
That's because we're not even
It
supposed to
can't
be
sit out in
our-
front of the property.
Yeah, you can't have, Miss
can't even-
Barth, Miss Barth.
Out in our
Please
beach.
stop talking, Miss Barth. You cannot have your stuff even outside the gate. That is a nuisance. She can get fined. You need to have it removed. So I'm going to reset this for tomorrow. It needs to be removed, either put in someone's house, garage, storage, whatever, but it cannot be out front. I don't want it anywhere near Miss Tamara's house at all, because she's going to get fined. You have until tomorrow to figure it out. If not, then you are going to have an eviction, and she can do other things criminally as well. So you need to get this off of her property.
And then
That means the front of her gate. That means not even in front of her gate. Otherwise, it can be thrown in the trash. Do you understand?
I do.
Okay, it's going to be reset for 9 o'clock in the morning.
Yes, ma'am.
Everyone
Yes,
could be
you
on
need to-
Zoom.
you need to
And Miss Tamara, I want to see, you know, I want to see that it's moved away from all of your property, your fence line. It's not there any longer.
Yes, ma'am. I'm going to go get the gate lock now and put the gate lock with no trespassing signs right now.
Perfect. Okay,
Yeah.
perfect. All right, well, we'll just recall this for the morning and I'll keep it on my desk.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
go ahead and call the
Thank
lawyer.
you. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I have two of them, cause number 41E2601430. Tamara Widener. Okay, Miss Tamara, I see you, versus Kristen Stantham and William Barta. Are they here? They're always on Zoom. I don't see them. Is anyone in the waiting room? Okay. All right. All right, Miss Tamara, what happened?
So SAPD did come out yesterday so we can put the locks on the gate. They said that they don't see any camps like they did, so they did leave. They did leave some stuff outside the gate, like a shopping cart, a big white container, a bathroom chair, and ice chest, but I can move that back onto the property and just throw it in the roll-off when it comes. As of right now, I talked to Mike from Safe, or Michael from Safe, and he said that normally after evictions, the constables come in and they do a sweep, make sure that everybody's gone, and then it gets finalized. But then SAPD also told me that if they have a written of possession, I believe that's what it's called, from you, showing that they have been evicted, they're not supposed to be on the property, then they can take it over from there. But they looked yesterday in the records to see if there was an eviction on there, but they didn't find an eviction in the records, so.
We don't have an eviction yet because I did reset it for today. We didn't do it yesterday, remember? Because I wanted to make sure that they were out of there.
Right,
And,
that's what I told them. You had to finalize it.
Yes. So since they're not here, they knew to be here, and they're always here on Zoom. We're going to, it'll be a default. And how much were they paying rent? I can't remember. Or
No,
did your
ma'am.
husband just allow them to stay there? Okay.
Right, they were supposed to be helping him, and clean the property or,
Okay, Miss Tamara?
yes, I'm sorry. A call came through and knocked me out.
Okay, it's okay. We're printing the judgment, but okay, so there was no rent. And if you were going to, because I have to put some type of monetary something for the appeal bond. So if you were going to rent that to somebody else, or what should the appeal bond be?
Okay, so they were staying in a little work shed that we had. If I was to rent that out, I would probably have rented it for about $500.
Okay. All right. So, okay. Christy's reprinting the judgment,
Mhm.
and then we'll get that judgment done. Now, they will have 5 days to appeal, just so you know. So
Okay.
you'll need to call the court in the 6th day just to see if they've appealed.
Okay. So I know you can't give legal advice, but and you can just say I can't say anything or not. After I get the final appeal, I have the final decision. If there's anybody on my property at that point, them or anybody else, then SAPD would be able to remove them at that point after the 5 days.
You still have something else to do, so I can't
Okay.
tell you, but when you call for the 5 days to see if they've appealed, talk to the clerks.
Okay, fair enough.
And Christy's printing it out right now so I can get that done. And thank you all for your patience. This was just very, very, it's been going on for a while. I wanted to get it closed.
Yeah, it's been quite devastating, that's for sure.
I know, Miss Tamara, I'm so sorry.
Because if that's what you're gonna do and not get to, no, you wanna overtalk me? I don't think that's gonna happen, not in my courtroom.
I can't see who's talking, sir. I thought it was a lawyer.
Yeah.
He's an occupant.
Oh, he's an occupant.
He's the one with the money. I'm the one with the credit.
Ow. Okay, all right. Because he didn't help you a bit. I'm just saying. No.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Have a good one. BSJ Real Estate versus Danielson.
Good afternoon, Your Honor. Cory McCord on behalf of plaintiffs.
She's in jail. Oh, there she is. All right, Simran, how are you?
Good morning, Your Honor. I could be better. I
All
was
right.
on coming in, but somebody had been hacking my Wi-Fi all morning, and I was on the phone with Xfinity. Apparently there's been an iPhone and a few other phones hacking into my stuff. And I'm from the 80s. I don't even understand how this works. And apparently everybody can just hack your stuff.
Okay. All right, where are we on this case?
Your Honor, this is a straightforward termination of tenants case. My plaintiffs are the owners of the property at 939 Madison Street. They bought that property from the owner in February of this year. They did send a 30-day notice on February 17th. There is no lease of any kind from the prior owner or the current owners. Plaintiffs were just looking for possession.
Ms. Simran, what do you have to say to that?
Okay. Oh my gosh, Your Honor. I wish I had less to say. Let me begin with I'm 38 and I've never been evicted from anywhere. But I did not acquire residency in this property from said woman in paperwork. Her name was Teresa Doris. So I thought that was a little odd. I do recall Alinda Sen being in a nursing home. So that's why I was like, the whole reason I was in here was to fix up the property, which I've been doing. I don't want to live here. Trust me. Like, I don't. The neighbors are horrible. Like, everything's a bad time. And the police, they won't do anything for anybody, really. And maybe just not for me. I don't know. I've only lived in Michigan for almost 3 years.
As the hearing moves forward, the focus shifts in the withdrawal request itself to ensuring that Cory Jones receives proper legal representation. The judge makes it clear that every defendant deserves an attorney who is actively working on their case and keeping the process moving forward. After reviewing the circumstances, the court grants a withdrawal request, but immediately begins working on a solution so the case doesn't suffer additional delays. Discussions turn toward appointing new counsel, resolving potential conflicts, and making sure discovery and other case materials can be reviewed without further setbacks. While the courtroom exchange is intense, the judge's final goal remains straightforward: protect the defendant's rights and get the case back on track. By the end of the hearing, the court is taking steps to ensure Jones will have representation moving forward and that the legal process can continue as it should.
Returned to that. Okay.
Correct. So
And-
I was gonna get up to get like an official copy of the deed, because just because I've been lied to so many times, I feel like it wasn't even sold. Like nobody came to look at it. Why would you just buy a house you never looked at?
You don't have paperwork with you.
Judge, I do have the quick
I'll have
deed. To give you a little background. The plaintiffs bought the property at foreclosure sale.
Okay.
They were in communication with the owner, who then gave them a quick claim deed. So they bought the property on both ends of the deal. So they don't have to wait for the redemption period. I do have a copy of the quick claim deed, though.
That's
Did you
probably
hear
just,
that?
I did hear that, Your Honor. I just feel bad for the elderly woman, I guess, Linda Sen, who was the owner. Because, yeah, I'm not going to get into it, but I reported it to Adult Services. And like everybody in Michigan, it just seems like nobody cares.
Well, thank you for
Attempting to do everything. Yeah.
disparaging the state that I was born in and very proud to be a resident
Oh,
of.
no,
but-
not like that. Nothing like that.
No, we just take
Nothing
it.
like
We just
that.
take it. There are a lot of us that care, but about a lot of things.
Okay, I'm not saying, I wasn't saying it like that. I meant to say, unfortunately, as my time has shown here, the people I've met were not trustworthy. And unfortunately, that's been the case for me, especially with Ypsilanti police.
Okay, well, you just get to pick
I'm
better
responsible
people.
for the entire state.
I don't know what you want me to do with that. There are wonderful,
Sir,
beautiful
just an honest woman,
Dave.
that's all.
who are, ma'am, I
Yeah.
need to know if there's a defense to this action. Otherwise, I'm gonna issue a
Yes,
judge.
sir. Yes, Your Honor. So
What is
I
your
was,
defense?
I was, well, does it matter because it's not written down? It's just in text messages and voice recordings. Teresa Doris had promised me said property, who she claimed to have owned the property, okay? When I first moved in December 23. And because she knew I
You
was looking for
understand that the property
to bring
got
my boy.
foreclosed on.
Yes, I did, but I just don't understand how somebody could like hoodwink so there's just this maniac then on the loose, I guess, in Ypsilanti, Ann Arbor area named Teresa Doris, who's just
So
rented
there are
people.
maniacs in Ann Arbor and Ypsilanti?
Oh, yes,
This
there's crackheads on my street and there's crack
I
dealers.
know, right? Yeah, okay. Because it's the only place that exists. Go ahead, ma'am.
I never said that.
Okay, I'm just trying to get to your defense, please.
Okay, so I was said to inherit house because I'm a medical assistant from Illinois. And I was said to inherit house by giving medical advice to Linda Sen, who was later introduced to me by name. And I was to like be a caregiver for her, but then she kept ending up back in a nursing home, back in a nursing home, back in a nursing home. So, and Teresa Doris would never, if it's with all due respect to any gay people or transgender, because I do not hate against anybody.
Oh, so what? Wow.
Yes,
Hold it. Hold
sir,
it.
I did
Stop
say that.
talking. Stop talking.
Okay.
I do not know what any of that has with any defense you have regarding this property.
Well, I'm just saying how I
But
got
you know
here.
what? You can't just come in disparaging and talking about people or groups of people, because if that's what you're gonna do and not get to, no, you wanna overtalk me? I don't think that's gonna happen, not in my courtroom.
I can't see who's talking, sir. I thought it was a lawyer.
You can't see who's talking? It's
No,
me,
you're
the
tying
one
me
in charge.
Okay, I will not talk over you.
The the born and bred Michigander that is proud of everyone that lives in this darn state. That's who you're talking to.
I never said I wasn't proud. I was proud to be here too. That's where I came to.
What's your defense?
My defense is that everybody's been lying to me.
Okay,
I
but
didn't know
that's
it was
not a
for
defense
sale.
to the property.
I didn't
If
know it
you
was
wish
for
to take a
sale.
civil action against somebody, the owners of the premises
Okay.
haven't lied to you.
Well, that's correct. That's true. I did reach out to the lawyer to try to inform him before this happened in front of you, sir. But he did not return my phone call, that's fine. But you know, I have lupus myself. I have 5% Senegalian heritage, and I was really happy to, you know, live here like for the time I had, but I never had a judge yell at me before. This is kind of weird. But yes,
I'm not yelling at you. I'm just, you have never heard me yell, because if I'm yelling at you, you're going to know. And it's going to be a very short conversation. So I'm letting this go much longer than I would if anybody I'm yelling at.
Thank
Ask
you.
that guy. No.
It was a long story, and it's not a good one either.
I don't see it an issue here that I could even set a trial on or anything else like that.
I concur, Your Honor.
I mean,
So I'm going to find no tribal issue after hearing in this matter. I'm going to grant a judgment possession. There is no redemption amount. Writ to issue in days.
Thanks.
I just got it last month, and I was promised a.
As the hearing moves forward, the focus shifts in the withdrawal request itself to ensuring that Cory Jones receives proper legal representation. The judge makes it clear that every defendant deserves an attorney who is actively working on their case and keeping the process moving forward. After reviewing the circumstances, the court grants a withdrawal request, but immediately begins working on a solution so the case doesn't suffer additional delays. Discussions turn toward appointing new counsel, resolving potential conflicts, and making sure discovery and other case materials can be reviewed without further setbacks. While the courtroom exchange is intense, the judge's final goal remains straightforward: protect the defendant's rights and get the case back on track. By the end of the hearing, the court is taking steps to ensure Jones will have representation moving forward and that the legal process can continue as it should.